The Dream SMP has a number of talented artists associated with them, but when it comes to Dream SMP songs, a couple names stand head and shoulders above anyone else. One of those names is Kanaya. That is the artist we're going to be looking at today. Some amazing songs about the Dream SMP, courtesy of Kanaya. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, and a couple things to tell you about real quick. Obviously, hair's a little bit different today, and something else that's new, I applied for partner on Twitch. We are checking out Kanaya, at least I hope that's how it's pronounced. Technoblade's theme, Violence, seems legit. We're checking out Dream's theme, Marionettes. It's legit, but a little bit scary as well. And Philza's theme, November 16th. Who could forget that fateful day on the Dream SMP? Now, also, if you dig this content, you want to see more of it, make sure to subscribe. It helps me know that you like seeing videos like these, and maybe I'll do some more Dream SMP songs if you leave a comment down below. So we are starting out with Violence. I have no idea what to expect here, but with Violence, you'd have to think it's pretty hard, right? All right. Little marching, little kind of build up there. Beautiful intro. Strings.
There's a glimmer of hope in your eyes, but a worry in your face. The urge in me is pinning me down. I'm antagonized.
Okay, so the vocals, holy cow, right out of the box, they are so clean. Like, you see a lot of people who make songs and who want to make content that will, they drown their voice out because either they don't have confidence in it, they think that it needs a lot of processing. This has a lot of the other stuff stripped away. The instruments are highlighting the vocals, which is really cool. And I'm going to go back to the beginning because I'm trying to think in terms of Technoblade who this would be relating to. And right now I'm like, maybe Tommy, because Tommy had hope at one point and he was also concerned in sort of his movement, unless she's just describing Technoblade, which she could be as well, because he's got that confident, that confident stare, but he's also his own sort of worst enemy. So, all right, let's listen. Let's get a little bit more action here, but I'm already about this. It's got kind of an Olivia Rodrigo, but like way more soulful, and it's just,
The urge in me is pinning me down. I'm antagonized. I'll throw it away, block out the whispers and calm my own voice.
Perfect.
You better take a deep breath and close your eyes in 5, 4, 3, 2.
That faint slowdown, I don't know how hard it's about to kick in. This could be like Pantera in Cemetery Gates, and it could be coming with the heaviness now. But if you noticed, it was like, because if you were following the beat, it would have counted down like 5, 4, 3, 2. But it slows just enough. It's like Adele. I mean, I feel like that is the level of like talent here. It's just that you hang on every word, and they know what they're doing because the vocals are drawn out to flow from like one set of lyrics into the next.
You better take a deep breath and close your eyes in 5, 4, 3, 2. I pulled the trigger and the screams of agony echo down the streets. The name of my enemy written in burgundy with their own blood. Oh, I told you I only speak with fire, so look me in the eyes if you dare. You learn a lesson right then and there.
Another one, Billie Eilish. It's kind of like Bad Guy, but like if Bad Guy was an Adele breakup song. I'm going back because I want to hear that again, friends. Hopefully you don't hold that against me. It's, oh my goodness. Like, I just love, I love that the voice is the focusing instrument. I love that it's not overly wordy. You know, if you think about Technoblade, I always talk about Technoblade's word choice a lot and how powerful his words are when he says them. This song is very apt in that and true to Technoblade as a person because the song is very concisely written as well.
Own blood. How I told you I only speak with fire and soul. Look me in the eyes if you dare. You learn a lesson right then and there. What if I want to be on the bad, bad side? And what if I want to spread the fire and spark some turmoil? Blood for the blood god, warrior forevermore, God never dies. The war starts now, the chaos begins in 4, 3, 2. Pull the trigger and it screams.
Okay, the sharper cut that time. It indicates that the character being sung about, in this case Technoblade, running out of patience. That first cut down, he he's savoring it. He counts you to 2, and then he waits a little bit because he's savoring that moment, which obviously this seems to be relating to the festival, the pulled the trigger and all of that kind of stuff. But then the second time, listen to the countdown. The countdown's a little quicker. The transition is a little bit quicker, and it gets right into it. Because if you think about it, when Techno kicked things off the second time at the Red Festival, he didn't wait. He got right into it.
Begins in 4, 3, 2. Pull the trigger and it screams of agony echo down the streets. The name of my enemy written in burgundy with their own blood. I told you I only speak with fire and soul.
Also, this contrast, and I've had this conversation with people before too, where they portray Technoblade as this gentleman. You know, the Blood God is this gentleman with a cloak and a crown and a ponytail and all these accoutrements. But in reality, the actions he's taken, like, he can be a cold-blooded killer. So to have a female-sounding voice that is speaking of these atrocities in this, like, this casual recollection, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm all about it. And I keep wanting to go back like 50 seconds every time because I could listen to this all day.
In the eyes if you dare, you learn a lesson right then and there. Pull the trigger and it screams of agony.
Not even a countdown this time, just getting right back into it.
The name of my enemy written in burgundy with their own blood.
Ooh, the laugh. Oh, the laugh caught me off guard.
Own blood. I told you I only speak with fire and soul. Look me in the eyes if you dare. You learn a lesson right then and there.
Okay. This is what we're in for today. All right. So I was expecting, going off of like stereotypes, I was expecting it to be very stereotypical to Technoblade's character. I was expecting a little bit more metal. I was expecting harder. I was expecting like that's more a tone than I would have expected for Rambo, but it works so well for Technoblade because Technoblade, while he gets caught up in the moment, he is actually very genteel in his actions outside of combat. And you know what else I like about this? I like it a lot, and I'm hoping that this is the case for all 3 songs today. So I'm a fan of pro wrestling, and what bothers me about pro wrestling merch is when a t-shirt or something will have like a really cool slogan on it, but then the dude's face plastered all over the shirt. And that bums me out because like I want a shirt that can just have the slogan that looks cool. I want the shirt to be able to stand alone. And this song is a perfect example of that. It has references. If you know who Technoblade is, this is remarkable, but you can play this song for your parents. You could play this song for your older siblings. You know, you could play this song for your friends, and they would like it, not knowing who Technoblade is. Like I said, when I thought of those other artists, they'd think it was one of those. And it helps that music kind of segs in that way, you know, where honestly, again, like a Billie Eilish song could say blood for the blood god, and it's totally, you know, no one would think twice at it. So the fact that this is like a mainstream ready song, like I dig it. I'm all about it, and I hope that this is what's in store for today. All right, so we got the second of 3 songs we're checking out today from Kanaya. I apologize if both of those are somehow the wrong pronunciation. It's Marionettes' Dreams theme on the Dream SMP. And I wonder, again, about the stylistic choices, because it seems like Kanaya has a like mastery of just this picture that they want to paint, and they paint this picture with the music of the character, and it gives them so much depth. This is a block game, you know, with characters that are fairly emotionless, but the artists and the musicians have given them so much life, so much depth. In this art here, you know, Dream looks a little bit like No Face from the Studio Ghibli movies. He looks a little bit like Arakune from the Blaze Blue series. Neither of those characters are necessarily characters you want to be. And Dream looking a little bit battle-weary here, arguably not somebody you want to be either. So I got to see what this is about. Oh, damn, it's like film noir.
I spy with my
Oh, I want to hear that intro again. I love like noir films. A green blob walked in. He sat down. What a set of stems on him. He smelled like fine whiskey and cheap cigarettes. I asked him what was wrong. He offered me a bit of his coat. I didn't need it. I was already inside. Things like that. Like, I love that era. Oh my goodness.
I spy with my own 2 eyes, a land soon to meet their demise. Let me give you my peace of mind. I was never on your side. You've got it all wrong, baby. Pulling the strings on your frail body. You think I'm here to make friends, collecting names as trophies.
Oh my goodness. This is better than the last one. This just, like, this, their voice walks up to you and knocks you flat on your butt, and you have to acknowledge it straight away. It is so powerful. I want to go back to hear the words again because I just got so lost in like the stand-up bass and the word. Like, it's one of those, I was taking the journey that the music was taking me in without thinking about where the words were going. And fortunately, we've got the lyrics here to sort of assist in that. All right, so that would be Lemanberg. I was never on your side. I think that was what he said to Tommy, I believe. But again, these references that if you just heard this song on the radio, for example, you wouldn't know that it was about a Minecraft server. You would think this is just some phenomenal piece of art.
Let me give you my peace of mind. I was never on your side. You've got it all wrong, baby. Pulling the strings on your frail body. You think I'm here to make friends, collecting names as trophies.
See where it goes now. Break.
crushing all your hopes and dreams. Rebuild with a dream of my own. Don't act surprised, I want you know I flash to be seen.
That's a throwback. Strong throwback. The winds and the breaks.
Chaos is my lover. Power is my best friend. You're all my marionettes. I will bring this nation to an end.
And it's the confidence in the voice, the carrying out of the last words of the lines. It also like ties back into Dream. That's sort of the confidence that Dream has. Like think about, and this is even a flash forward from when this song was written. Think about the finale of the Disc War saga when Tommy and Tubbo are throwing everything they've got at Dream, and Dream's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That you're not, this isn't impacting me at all. Like it's that confidence in the voice that matched up with the confidence that Dream has. So good.
Oh, I know how it feels to be one of the gods, crafting my steps so cautiously, killing them softly. What is there that you don't see? Step down from the throne, darling, bow to me. Chaos is my lover. Power is my best friend. You're all my marionettes. I will bring this nation to an end. Chaos is my lover.
Ooh, the loop. Okay, I'm going back for the round because I need to mention something here. The again, the lyrics, the word choice being so intentional. The baby earlier on, the darling the second time around. Again, those are the words of somebody who is in a position of power. So like again, they can refer to their enemies as a kid would talk to like literally their toys, which fits the theme of the song Marionettes. Although if Dream is actually a puppet master, he's like Sid from Toy Story because he's not very kind to his toys. But it's just, I would believe that power was this person's best friend. The power in this song knocks you on your butt.
Is my lover. Is my best friend. They're down in November sky. They yelled a final goodbye. A bloody slash across their flag. A hatchet buried in their grave.
The lyrical out. The lyrical out is so good. I've said good like 87 million times. Why didn't you tell me that this was so amazing? This one, Marionettes, round of applause. I love, again, the confidence to have a vocal out. Think about this, friends. How many times have you heard a song that it just doesn't really know where it's going. And so you kind of get that little, you could even do that with this song and it would sound good, because the way at the very beginning, here, I'll go back to the start. The way it comes in, you could have used this as the way out as well, because then like come back to the end here. You could have had that same out as like this haggard man walks into this bar with this mask on, you know, like the meme of like you haven't seen anything yet, like that whole kind of thing where like the guy at the bar coughs and then everyone looks over and it's somebody who's way more powerful than them. You could have had that, like he saunters in, he drops his story, he saunters out the door. But the silence and using silence as an instrument is incredible. I love it. I love the word choice. I love the music. I love everything about it. Like this is going, you know, right on my iPod. There's somewhere I can buy this to support this. That's what I'm going to do, because it's so amazing. Like it's something you can just put on, you know, driving on a rainy day, right? All you can really hear, the noise, the wipers going back and forth, the water hitting on top of your car, like this music playing. It's so power, like to be able to evoke these crystal clear images from these songs without, you know, directly saying dream is the enemy of sapnap and George not found. Like it's brilliant. It is brilliant beyond brilliant. We've got one more. I wish we had 7 more. We've got one more we're going to take a look at today. Okay, finally, we have November 16th. And I think this is really interesting because for November 16th, of all the characters I think of, I don't necessarily think of Philza. You know, because Philza had a small part in terms of screen time, but a very impactful role in terms of what Philza did. And then this, again, the thumbnail, the shot here, the sword with the blood on it, it looks like kind of the iris that's cut out is the stab hole that Phil cut. You can see the writing on the wall there, and it sets the tone for what's going to be amazing, but I don't even know the direction of this. So let's just jump in. Almost like a nursery rhyme. Or like a children's kind of song.
Let me tell you a story of November 16th, the day my son destroyed all of their dreams. With his head up high, shot a firework to the sky.
It's a music box. That's what it is. It's this music box kind of vibe, and oh my goodness.
They say time heals, so why do I feel so alone? They say time heals, it feels as though hope is all gone.
Okay, so this song reminds me, and I had to look it up, but this reminds me of Elvis. There's an Elvis song called Can't Help Falling in Love. Look it up and tell me if you don't hear the similarities, but it's that like wise men say only fools rush it. Like I can't sing, but it's that pacing, that sort of like progression, and I'm already about it because again, it's when you think of Philza and you think of Philza, all of what he had to go through on November 16th in his character, it's kind of that he's been so crushed that all that is left is a basic instrument with a calm progression and like the vocals standing out.
Let me tell you a despite all that, you're still a hero to me.
It's amazing again in how this song could be very much this could be a standalone song. Obviously, it has the references in it to the days of, you know, the Red Festival and things like that, and it's just so it's hard to comment on because you get so moved by it that anything you say is an understatement to the sheer like magnitude of the song. It's so well done. And again, I love the fact that the voice carries it. That's so smart. And it makes me so happy to see somebody believing in themselves, especially when they absolutely have every right to.
They say time heals, so why do I feel so alone? They say time heals, it feels as though hope is all
I
gone.
don't know what's going to kick in the second 2/3.
But in the end, you should know they have hands and mentally smile to their son. The symphony that my silence song will remain unfinished, with a chapter not yet closed. Let me tell you a story of November 16th, the day my son let go all of his dreams, as he said to me, it was never meant to be.
It really captures the grief that anyone who has lost can relate to. And again, the vocal out, the punch, the knowing where to get out of the song. That's an art form in and of itself. I'm pretty sure that there are pro musicians that will hire songwriters just to get that out. And to be able to do the art, to be able to do the music, to be able to do the vocals, put all of this together is masterful. Like, we're lucky that we have these songs, and if there is a Dream SMP musical, I think we found the person that needs to put it together. And it's kind of, it's not ironic. It's something that's another good point in this song is the fact that the symphony's unfinished. Okay, so what does that mean for the music? It's a simpler melody. If there was a finished symphony, there'd be a lot more instruments, a lot more power behind it. But the moment itself was quiet. In the middle of all this chaos, in the middle of a battle, the exchange between Wilbur and Phil was quiet. And then they pushed the button, and then everything went wild. And now, you know, you look at Phil in this moment, you can't see his hair or you can't see his eyes because it's covered by his hair. It's almost like you see in movies where somebody does that big moment and then there's just a ringing in their ears, you know? Like they can't hear, they can't see anything else that's going on. It's just, they're completely lost in what they've done. That's how this song hits me, is it's like Phil can't hear any of the noise. Phil is just dealing with the fact that he's now lost his son. And it's so wild. It's so, I enjoy every decision that was made in these three songs. So again, friends, I have to say absolutely that these were a joy to get the opportunity to cover. I hope I didn't stop too much. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I just loved everything about these, and I hope that you enjoy them in the same way that I did. Again, if there are any other phenomenal musicians, any other phenomenal artists that you want me to check out, please leave a comment down below. We're definitely going to do this again because this made my day, friends. So take care, and as always, I will see you for the Salty Runback.